everyone, so today I'm here to recreate my favourite autumn/fall look, and I'm going to show you some of my favourite products for autumn as well, like perfume, handbag and candle as well. So this is all about autumn, my absolute favourite season of the entire year, and I cannot wait to get started. You might have already seen this look in a short, and I have had some requests to show you this look, so this will be including the eyeshadow, the new eyeshadow from Hermès. If you're interested in seeing that look, please keep watching and hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of this video. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah, I'm 47, I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who really loves makeup and beauty. Here on my channel, I like to show you my favourite looks, review the latest products and give you any beauty news you might be interested in. If you think you'd enjoy that sort of content, I would love it so much if you liked and subscribed, and if you're already subscribed, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. You know how much you all mean to me, you really do. And well, I hope you do. And my skin tone, if that's helpful to you, I've got fair to light skin with neutral undertones, and I've got combination skin. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's get on with this video. So I'm actually going to start with a candle because I normally have a candle burning behind me here, and I don't have it because that's the candle I want to show you. So I picked up a set that was launched from Yankee Candle. This is a new set called the Cottage Getaway. There's 3 different jars that come with this. This is the standout for me. I've got to say I didn't really like the other 2. I'll just tell you the names of them. The other one is called Afternoon Scrapbooking and the other one is Woodland Weekend Memories. They are beautiful, but they don't have any throw, so I'm just not very impressed with those. But this one is the Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, and this one has a fabulous throw. In fact, I burn this when I film and then I put it out and I just leave the room, and every time I come back in, this is all I can smell. So you can see I'm getting through this. I burn it pretty much every single day. So this one is gorgeous. The scent notes description on this is vanilla, brown sugar, toasted nuts and warm spices blended to create a sweet autumn delight. So it's a very sweet and spicy fragrance. I think this is autumn in a jar, and it smells beautiful. I've tried so many different candles over the years, more expensive ones, less expensive ones, and I usually come back to Yankee because they tend to be the ones that really give me the throw that I'm looking for. So this is another winner. Sorry about this noise, this is me trying to light my candle. So I've got it lit and I'll put it back in place. And I'll just show you my nails. I've just put these on today. I've worn quite a lot of different nails over autumn. I've loved all of them, to be honest. This is called Maple, this set. So this was a very special made set, a custom request, I believe, that Paige's press-on nails made. So I've just put these on. I love the fact that it's got these maple leaves here on this nail here. I just love all the differences. But if you want to try these nails, I have linked them. I'm not sure if you can get them outside the UK though, but Paige's press-ons for me are the best nails I've ever tried. They're pretty much the only ones I ever wear. So I have linked that for you below. Anyway, now let's move on to the makeup. So I've got my base on and I'm going to move straight to the eyeshadow. So I would say the autumn eyeshadows, there's been some really lovely ones, but I think my favourite new ones I've tried is the Pat McGrath Quint, which I've just shown in my Christmas release. Dawn Divinity. I think this one is exceptional for an autumn look. So this one probably ties with the Hermès one, but the Hermès one has a green in it. So obviously I've gone for this one as my top choice. And seeing as I'm wearing sort of autumnal colours, I want to match with the green. So I want to show you this one because I've only actually tried this once because I've been trying out so many different products lately with the Christmas releases. So my first impression of this was that it was the best autumn shade that I've tried. So I'm using my Sonia G Blender Pro and I'm going to go straight into this shade here. This palette is number 11 from Hermès, their most recent release, Ombres Minérales. So I'm going to take this as my sort of transition shade and my base colour with this fluffy brush. I've got this going on top of powder. I've used concealer on my eyelids and I've set it with powder. So it's going on top of that. This is I think the reason this one is my favourite autumn quad or eyeshadow look is because the colours are just they are just perfect for autumn. They're just the most perfect colour combination. And that's probably why I think the formulas are very nice to work with, very smooth and very easy to blend. So you can see there how easy that one is. It's not overly pigmented, so you're not having to panic too much. You can build it rather than panic, but this just gives a lovely base colour. And running the same shade underneath using the Pencil Pro brush. I'm trying to use only Sonia G today, so whatever I say, it's Sonia G unless I say otherwise. Actually feels a bit strange because I've been using only Rapha with all of my eyeshadow looks recently, so they all feel a bit strange. You know, you get used to a certain shape. I'm going back to brushes that I know I love and trying those out today. So this is the Pencil Pro, very good for under the eye area. And now using the T4 brush, I'm going to go into this blue. I'm going to take this into the outer V and just build up a little bit of depth here. So I've only tapped into it, so you can see I'm not getting too much pigment. I don't want this to be an overwhelmingly dark look. I want this to be a soft autumnal look. But this blue could be built up quite a bit more. That's just the second tap there. So that gives you an idea of the sort of pigment you get just from going in with the second tap. I love this shade of blue. I've really been enjoying all the blues that have been introduced lately in eyeshadow palettes, like the Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight, and obviously the Lancôme and the Givenchy Christmas eyeshadow palettes. I love them. This is a really nice sort of autumnal blue. I think the other ones are more sort of winter Christmas blues. And for a blue, it blends out nicely. Look, there's no patchiness here. Just need to keep blending slowly and carefully and not packing on too much colour. But it's definitely not patchy. And using the T1 brush, I'm going to use the same shade to just line underneath, going sort of halfway to match. So I'm trying to keep this above that brown, so it's a bit tighter to the lash line here. And by using this more dense brush, you can see the same shade of blue is producing a very different effect, which shows for me that this is a very good eyeshadow. And I'm going to go back in with the Sonia G blender, tiny bit of that brown, and just go around the edges just to sort of smooth it out a little again. Now with the T2 brush, I'm going to take this green and go over the mobile lid now. Now I am packing this on as much as I can because I really want to see this green. You'll see now that autumnal effect as this green sort of blends into the blue. Look at the way these two colours work together. I think they are stunning. And using the same brush, just on the very tip, I'm just going to take a little bit of this green and run it underneath so it sort of matches above with below. And now the only shimmer in this quad, I'm now going to take this on the inner part, using my finger, the inner part of the lid, and just now bring this to meet that green. So these are all very, very sort of subtle. I don't think the blue is particularly subtle, but the green and the shimmer, very subtle, very elegant shades. And they just work together for me just perfectly. Just look at that colour combination. as soon as I put this on the first time, I was like, wow, this really is autumn on my eyes. You're not getting the brown as much, but then you could use more of the brown, I suppose, to create less of a blue effect than I have. I've had zero fallout as well from everything I've used, which is excellent. These are very high quality powders. I'm using the Pencil Pro to put the same shimmer now just into the inner corner. And it's just right for the inner corner. It's not too much. It's not too reflective. It's just really, really elegant and pretty, but it gives me the pop of light I'm looking for. And now for under the brow with this same shimmer, it is the sort of perfect shade for this, and it's not too much. It's not too much shine. Just brighten that area, especially when you've got the blue. I think you really need that sort of brightness at the top. So here is how it's looking before I add mascara. At the moment I'm thinking of leaving it and not adding any sort of liner. I quite like the blue and the way that's lining underneath for now, so I'm going to see how it looks with mascara. Just using my Rapper eyelash curler here. So that is the final look with mascara added. I mean, aren't they just the most gorgeous blend? I absolutely love them. I love it, I really do. It was quite a surprise for me actually, because when I saw them advertised I wasn't that tempted, so I ended up getting this eyeshadow palette quite late, but I'm really glad that I did. So moving on to blush. Now this is actually a new blush that's just come from MAC. This is in their Christmas collection. I've just shown this actually on a review of the MAC Christmas releases, and you will have seen this coming top in my blushes from all the Christmas releases. So this is the shade Coveted Coral in their metallic cream blush formula. There's only 3 of these. They are limited edition as far as I know. I'm using my Mario F4 brush here. Now this gives a just perfect autumnal flush. This colour is autumn perfection. I think it really is. So that's why it just came top for me. Actually, it wasn't the number one. The number one was Gucci. But when it comes to actual autumn shades, when I say number one, I mean the rankings I did in my holiday release. I just released the huge long video ranking all my Christmas releases. So this came second to the Gucci. But if we were going to give them rankings for perfect autumn shades, it would be this for number one for sure. So this cream blush works well on cream, which is what it's doing right now, because I don't have powder here, but it also sits beautifully on top of powder. It gives you a nice glow as well. So it's one that you don't necessarily need a highlighter with. So the way I like to apply this is actually either leaving it like this, actually I quite like it, but also with a bit of powder and adding a bit on top, because that locks it in. But today I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I am going to use a blush that I'm afraid is no longer available, but I thought I'd just use it because you might have bought it, and I know it's difficult when I show something you can't buy, but maybe you did buy this, so it'll give you a reason to pull it out and use it. So this is from the Dior autumn collection from last year. This is called 537 the Grand Ball Satin, which I think is one of the most perfect shades for autumn. I think that's something we just haven't had a lot of from the big brands like Dior and Chanel. We haven't had autumn shades. We've had the sort of holiday release from Chanel, which is very pinky, but this, look at this. So this is setting down that lovely matte cream blush, but this gives a real glow, and it's a beautiful, beautiful colour. So these two together, I haven't tried them together before actually, this is a first, but these are two of my favourite colours for autumn, so I thought why not set the MAC with this and just give myself a bit of an extra glow. I really don't think I need a highlighter. I was going to add in the Hermès highlight at the end of this, but I think because I'm getting so much of a glow from the Dior, I really don't think I need it. I'll just use the Hermès maybe down the nose, just to give myself a bit more shine there. Even though I've stopped doing that for some looks, I can't decide whether I want to continue with that or not. But anyway, look at this, isn't it stunning? So I've just patted that on top because I didn't really want to sweep it over the cream, so I'm setting it in. But you can then go in with a more fluffy brush, such as the Rapper blush brush, and just finish it off then like this. What a winning combo, eh? I'm just going to use the Buffer Pro and my YSL finishing powder, which is in the shade 01, and just go around the edges now, because this is quite a bright shade for my skin tone, so I do need to blend out the edges to make this a little bit more soft. And now going in with the Hermès absolutely beautiful rose gold blush highlight. I think I will put a little bit of this on the cheeks, I just can't resist. So I'm using my new Chikuhodo brush, which I got with the holiday collection from Beautylish. I'll put a little bit of this. It's hard to resist using this highlighter because it is absolutely stunning. And this sort of rose gold, I think it works really nicely with these shades of blush. So I've really got quite a big glow going on now because 2 glowy blushes and a highlight. So you might not want to glow quite as much as I am here, but anyway. I'll take a little bit of this highlighter down the nose and above the Cupid's bow. And now it is on to lips. So one of my favourite lipsticks that has launched over the Christmas releases is this one from Gucci. This is the shade Valeria Rose. This is the Rouge à Lèvres Velvet Matte Lipstick, which launched with their Christmas collection. And I think that this is a perfect autumn shade. This fits very nicely with the blush shade that I've used. A very comfortable lipstick, this, very hydrating, really, really comfortable, very complimentary on the lines in the lips as well. But isn't this shade Autumn Perfection? I think it's really nice with this blush. But I do want to add a little bit of gloss, so I'm going to dip into the Lancôme gloss that launched with their Christmas collection as well. This is my favourite clear gloss that has come out from the Christmas collection. And I won't be putting this directly on because I'm trying to keep this as clean as possible. It's got this lovely frosted wintry effect inside. So I'm actually taking this onto my finger. This is called the Diamond Glitter Lip. Now you do need to put quite a bit on because you don't get an awful lot on the doe foot for this, but this locks in the hydration and just gives you a little bit more of a shine. So obviously you don't have to do your finger. Some people don't like that. Some people would prefer a brush. So there we are, that's given me that glittery shine on top, but not too much. It's just a sort of fine shimmer that's not over the top. So I don't think it's too much for this look, which is more of a sort of soft autumn look, but it's given me that hydration boost, which I didn't particularly need from the lipstick, but I do like to always add a bit if I can. But I do quite like the shine that gives me as well. I really love that gloss as a topper. So there we go, that's it. Nice and simple. That is my favourite autumn fall look. What do you think? And now moving on to perfumes. So starting with 2 actually from Beauty Pie. Now I've been a Beauty Pie member for a number of years, so I can pick these up, just checking the price. These are £120, but these are 33 because I'm a Beauty Pie member. So if you're not familiar with Beauty Pie, I think it's around £60 a year for membership. And then everything is reduced, so you get it at membership prices. So I pick up a lot of perfume from Beauty Pie. I haven't particularly loved anything they've come out with for the sort of spring summer seasons, but I really, really, really love what they come out with for the autumn winter period. I've picked up the last 3 years everything they've launched, and I won't show them to you because they're no longer available, but they're nearly finished. And if they were available, I would top up in a heartbeat because that is how good they are. So the first one that came was the La Botanista, which is 001. So this one has top notes of tomato leaves, which sounds a bit strange, but honestly it's not. Essential oils of shiso, I'm not sure what that is, hops and buchu leaves. Middle notes of oakwood, rosemary and geranium essential oils, and base notes of papyrus and patchouli essential oils and moss. This one is just autumn in a bottle as well. It really is, but it will carry you through to the sort of winter period. If I just put a little bit in the top to remind myself a bit. Oh, it is absolutely sensational. I'm useless at describing fragrances, but I can tell you this one really makes me think of walking through sort of autumnal forest, crunchy leaves, smelling sort of pine trees. It is autumn perfection, and the longevity on these is excellent. They really do last. And sorry, losing my voice there. And the other one that I really enjoy is called La Flaneuse, I think it's pronounced. This one, I liked it so much, I've already bought a backup. Because these ones from Beauty Pie, they release them and then once they've sold out, they don't bring them back most of the time. Occasionally they do. So if you fancy any of these and you're a member, I'd pick them up now because they vanish and they just never come back. So this one has got top notes of fig, vegetal and cardamom, and middle notes of orange flowers, jasmine and solar flowers, base notes of cedarwood, sandalwood, cashmere wood and tonka beans. So this one is my favourite of the 2. I actually quite like layering the 2 together. This one is probably more spicy, so you're getting a slightly more wintry vibe, whereas the Botanista is more of a sort of autumn vibe. But together they, honestly, it is so good. It really is so good. I love it. They are beautiful, beautiful fragrances, but you can sort of mix them together, and it's that sort of combination of moving through the seasons, autumn into winter. It's almost like you take that journey when you put the two together. I love them, absolutely love them. And if you remember, very, very affordable to be paying £33, and you get 50 millilitres in a bottle, and these are made in France, by the way. So there's one other perfume which is not a new release, but it's new to me, and somebody recommended this one to me, and I am a lover of sweet fragrances, but this one was described as a sweet gourmand sort of perfume, but a more rich, spicy one that's really taking you into that autumn sort of vibe, probably slightly moving into winter, because it definitely has that too. And the description of this, I mean, maybe if I don't tell you what it is and then I give you the description, and then you'll see why I was so sold by this. I've never bought from this brand before. I have heard great things about them. I know they're very expensive, so I've sort of held off, because once I like a perfume, I do tend to go back and buy more from the same brand. But anyway, this is the description. This is inspired by the ever-vibrant nightlife of New York City, calling to mind its long-standing speakeasy culture. Just like the drink that this is named after, this rich modern fragrance has an ice-cold opening with apple brandy at its core, blended with top and middle notes of pineapple, bergamot, rum and vanilla. Underneath you'll find a woody base of cedar and ambroxan. Be sure to keep the Art Deco inspired bottle, ideal for creating your own speakeasy ambience at home. So have you guessed from that description which one I'm talking about? This is Apple Brandy from Killian. This is probably the best fragrance I have ever bought that gives me the autumn winter vibe. More, well, I wouldn't say more autumn, but you do think of like apple orchards and things. So first of all, look at this packaging. Isn't this beautiful? So this series is their liquor series, so all of the bottles look like that really gorgeous decanters that you can get for whiskies and brandies. So they look absolutely gorgeous, don't they? But the smell on this one, I mean, I haven't got any perfume on today, so I am going to wear this one straight away. But the minute I put this on, I was just, oh wow, you smell the apple. It's absolutely sensational. This will be a perfume that I can never be without. That's how much this one has impressed me. I know that the minute that this runs out, or when I'm getting low, I will be buying another one. This is probably even my signature autumn winter scent, I would say. The one I would wear the most, I would most relate to me. It is absolutely incredible. So this one is very expensive, I'm afraid, but this one is worth it if you like to invest in a perfume that will knock your socks off, if you like these sorts of scents, because I do. I think this is absolutely beautiful. This is walking through an apple orchard, but wrapped in a fake fur obviously, fur coat, feeling luxurious, feeling special, and those smells just making you think of, I don't know, of Christmas spice and autumn spice as well. I don't know, do you know what I mean? I'm useless at describing it, but that's what it makes me feel like. It's just beautiful. Or sitting in front of a roaring fire with a lovely warm fluffy blanket, having a nice hot drink, maybe brandy. I don't actually drink brandy, but a nice hot drink in my case, with this scent burning in the diffuser if you use oil diffusers. That's just the sort of imagery that this concocts for me, but it is gorgeous. And I'm going to finish by showing you a bag. I never show bags. I'm not particularly a collector, and this is not a designer bag at all. This is actually from a brand that I buy from all the time, a brand based in Wales. I think you can probably only order from them in the UK, I'm afraid. But this, I live in the sort of Cardiff area, and this is from a place in Swansea, the Mumbles, if you know the Mumbles, and that's right by the sea, a very beautiful place. And they have this store called Goose Island. If you go on Facebook, you will see them. They do lives all the time showing on all sorts of things. This jumper, or cardigan rather, I'm wearing now is from Goose Island, and probably 90% of the clothes you see me in are from Goose Island. It's not an expensive store at all. They're very affordable. I just love the things they come out with, and I pretty much buy everything from them. So anyway, they have handbags, and they aren't, like I said, they're not designer, but I just fell in love with this. And this was around the sort of £30 mark, which I think for the quality and the design is phenomenal. So this is my autumn bag. Look at the colour on that. I just think it is gorgeous. And for £30, it's not leather. So this is faux leather and faux suede, but it's extremely good. It really is high quality. And it comes with different holders as well. So you've got this long one here, but it's also got this beautiful one here, so you can choose which one to keep on. So I thought that was really nice. And then inside you've got plenty of space. You've got the central area here for putting things in with a zipper, and then you've got a compartment left and right. And I think, yeah, you can release this slightly if your bag was getting too big. But yeah, there's another zip up sort of section on the inside. There's a section for your phone. But anyway, just it's the appearance of this. I just think that this is beautiful with a pair of black boots or matching sort of red boots. I just thought this is an autumn bag. I had to get it. So I had to show you because I love it. And I just wanted to mention Goose Island to you because I love Goose Island. Absolutely love them. So if you're in the UK, highly recommend checking out Goose Island. Like I said, it's not designer. It's not expensive. It's just more so, it's not just every day though. They do dressing up, evening dresses. I love them. I love them. I love the owners. They are so friendly. So yeah, check out Goose Island. So that is the end of my video. That is my autumn favourites. I mean, hard to pick complete favourites, but if I was going to grab things right now for my favourites, probably should have mentioned the cardigan as well, because this cardigan I think is my favourite autumnal cardigan. I love these ombre cardigans, and this is from Goose Island as well. So this is my favourite autumn look overall, my favourite makeup. I'm not going to say they're my favourite nails. I think I've loved all the nails I've worn throughout autumn fall period, all from Paige's press-ons. So I just think these are really funky with the maples on this finger here. But anyway, this is just another special set of nails. Perfumes, the Apple Brandy, the best one I've ever found. But honestly, the Beauty Pie ones as well, absolutely stunning. So I love them more than any of the fragrances I've used over the summer. I think those three all together are just stunning perfumes. I love this colour combination from Hermès. I think it works beautifully and it's perfect for the season. And I think that this lip shade from Gucci, it is launched as their Christmas lip, but I think this is an autumn lip and I think it is stunning and perfect along with the blush colours. I would love to know what your thoughts on everything I've tried today. Have you got any of the things that I've tried, or are you eyeing up any of the things I've tried? I would love to hear your thoughts and maybe share your favourites for autumn and your recommendations for any of the things I've shown today, or other things as well. So I love getting the autumn vibe. I love the decorations, I love the smells. I have diffusers and plugins and candles and flowers and decorations to celebrate this season because I love it. I love everything about it. In fact, I would have added the Body Shop pumpkin shower gel to this list just because you need to know how good it is, but they don't sell it anymore. I'm so upset. I'm on my last bottle of the Body Shop pumpkin shower gel, which is incredible. But I was going to stock up last winter and I wish I had, because they just haven't got it anymore. So if anyone ever sees that anywhere, please let me know, because I want at least 10 bottles. I'm so sad. I love it, but I've still got one and I'm using it. I might keep half for next year. That's how good that is, but I haven't included that with the link because it's just not around. But anyway, I'd love to hear your recommendations and your thoughts and favourites on the season. So I hopefully will chat with you all about that. And if you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. It's super helpful to my channel. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for being here and you're at the end of another video. I really, really appreciate that so very much. And I hope to see all of you again for my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.